welcome to my channel. We are very up close and personal today because today I want to put on some makeup, get ready for the day, and just kind of chat about 2020. 2020 both was horrible and was amazing for my family. Faith is a very big part of my life. I have been going to church ever since I was about 2 months old, I believe. So God is a very big part of my life, and I just believe that He did some incredible, amazing, incredible, amazing things for me and my family in 2020. And I just want to share that with you. I don't want it to come off like I'm bragging. I am bragging on God because God is amazing and He worked some miracles in my life this past year. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to get ready, put on some new makeup that I got. I am going to try to put on false lashes for the first time. False lashes are very intimidating to me, but I've always been curious to see what I look like with them on. So we're going to attempt to do this today. Where is my sponge? Spongy, where did you go? Oh, she fell on the floor. Okay. Happy New Year. Finally 2021. I am hopeful that this year is going to be better, but unfortunately we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and hopefully this year will be the end to that pandemic and we will be able to go about life as we used to know it. So, first, okay, I got my wet sponge. This sponge is $1 on, I can never remember the name of the website. Anyways, everything that I'm going to be mentioning today, I will link it down below. And I will link this sponge down there. But it's $1. It gets really big when you get it wet, and I just love it. It's my favorite beauty sponge. I have been testing out this Revlon PhotoReady Prime Plus Mattifying and Pore Reducing. It says it's makeup and skincare primer, complex infused with artichoke extract, salicylic acid, and AHA. I don't quite know how I feel about this yet, but when I have been using it, I've just been using angles are hard. Using like a teeny tiny dot. Splitting it between my fingers and just placing it on my nose and my T-zone area. I feel like if I use it all over my face gets oily. I have very finicky skin. Gotta use the right amount or it just gets oily. Okay. In the beginning of 2020, my husband had a job. He worked all through the pandemic and he worked from home. And then after his job called everybody back to the workplace to work, he worked there for like a week, maybe 2, and then he got laid off. So that was a big fat bummer because previous to that, we had spent like a year and a half of him losing jobs. He had lost like 2-3 jobs. None of it his fault. Just, I don't know, like he got a new position at a company and then they were like, well, this position isn't working out, so we're just gonna, get rid of it, and so you're fired. Just like stupid stuff like that. And it's a pandemic, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, where's this money gonna come from? I do home daycare, which I absolutely love, but that doesn't rake in the big bucks, So, not that my husband's job was either, but, both of us working together was paying the bills and the mortgage and all that stuff. I have been using this L'Oreal Paris Visible Lift Serum Absolute Advanced Age Reversing Makeup. It has Pro Retinol A and Vitamin C. Also, forgive the lighting. My house has nowhere to do good videos. Like, no good lighting anywhere. So I work with what I got. All right, so For this, I just put a little dot on the end of my beauty sponge. And then I just start tapping it in. But yeah, so I was nervous about that. Was praying a lot. Like, God, I don't know how you're going to do it, but please, please, please provide for my family. We needed God at that point. We didn't know what we were going to do. And yeah, that's where God really came through for us. He provided for us like you wouldn't believe. Like, I'm not kidding you. We had more money in our bank account than we've ever had in our 11 years of marriage. Like, I'm not joking. It was an absolute miracle of what God was doing in our life. And that's when I just really let God lead us in 2020. I was like, okay, God, you're showing up, you're showing out. I get it. I trust you. And the thing is, in the past, when my husband has lost his job, I've been the same, very trusting of God, knowing that He knows our future and He knows how we're going to end up. And sometimes God allows us to stay in those places of despair and really just needing Him because we really need to trust and focus on Him. Okay. I just do a light layer of foundation. I don't like it to be caked on my face. So right now I have some little spots on my skin. So I will take just the foundation, put a little bit on my finger, cover it up. Okay, that's not perfect, but I don't expect my skin to look perfect. I just kind of want something on it to even it out. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh, the good news is that like a month and a half, my husband got a job, and that is a whole other God situation because my husband is in school currently. He attends DeVry online. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And he is going to school for like computer science stuff. So he's learning coding, website building, things to that nature. Okay, now I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. This is from Maybelline, I believe. Yes, Maybelline. I just put this under my eyes. Just gonna spread it all over my nose. I like to brighten the center of my face with this. Then I take my sponge and I dab it out. But yeah, he's been doing online school for a year now, I believe, through there. And he loves it. He loves what he's going to school for. So when he was out of a job this past year, we were like, okay, well, the only jobs around where we live are factory jobs, fast food, or like office jobs. And his job prior to his current job was an office job. So he's kind of like, I don't want to go back to that. I want to do something that I like. And I was like, I totally get that. My home daycare was something that I felt called to do. And yes, it's working with kids, and I have like half my sanity most of the time, but I love it. And I love the kids, and I love working with them. So I love what I do. And he just wants to love what he does. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everybody should work someplace that they love, doing something that they love. So he was like, it would be really awesome if I could get a job in the field that I'm going to school for. But because we're such a small town, there's not really many like web developer type jobs for what he's going to school for. So I was like, oh crap, we're gonna have to move. And moving is very hard for me because I'm very close to my family, my mom, my dad, and my brother. They all live here. So my friends, like I grew up here. I was born 20 minutes away. Like this is my area. So I was honestly prepping myself to move out of our town. And it was hard, but I don't know. In my mind, I was working myself up and getting prepared for it. He applied for tons of jobs, out of state, in state, all web developer, even graphic design, because he likes doing graphic design jobs. And because of the pandemic, there were so many people without jobs that he would be able to see like however many other applicants had applied for the job. And it was like thousands of people. And so we're kind of like, okay, well, hopefully, you know, your application stands out. And they're like, oh, we want this guy, you know. Never got any calls for a job, any emails, like no interviews, nothing. So yeah, I'm going to do my eyebrows now. And I am using this eyebrow microblading effect pen. This was honestly a Instagram ad that showed up and like Facebook ad that showed up. And I was kind of like, does it really work like that? And so I bought it. And yeah, it's supposed to be waterproof. It is not. If you put it on, like it doesn't budge. But if you were to get in the water or to take a shower or whatever, like it's going to wipe off. So I have my eyebrows microbladed. You can see there's some like hair-like strokes here and then shading. I got these done about a month ago. This is my third time getting my eyebrows microbladed due to overplucking after high school. Like none of my hairs grew back. With this, hopefully you guys will be able to see, I have a mirror down here. I actually got this mirror at Walmart. And you can flip it so it's like really zoomed up. I really like it. I like the little light around the outside of it. The tip is slanted and it's a brush, but it works really well. Let's see if I can get up close and personal. This is a weird angle, but whatever. All right, so I kind of follow the hair strokes that are here. And then kind of make up my own as we get farther along on the tail here. My eyebrows were something I was so paranoid about for so long. Like, I'm not kidding you. The first, like, 7 years of me and Mark's marriage, I would not let him see me without eyebrows. Even it just drawn on eyebrows. Like, it just wasn't an option. I was so embarrassed by them. And now I'm just like, you know what? I'm 35. I don't care. All right, so there's that one. Not anything special. So I'll let that dry a little bit while I do the other one. All right, so there are the brows. After I put this on, then I go in with this Brow Ultra Slim. I believe it's also Maybelline. Yep, Maybelline. And this is the black brown color. Okay, I take the spoolie end and I comb through what I put on there. It doesn't remove it, but it calms it down. Like it calms down the color. To make it look more natural, even though nothing about my eyebrows is natural. Alright, and then sometimes I'll even take a little bit of this pencil and get that in there as well. Just lightly. Make it look more filled in. Okay, anywho, what was I saying about my husband? Oh yeah, applications, nobody was calling. And then we had a friend from our church tell him to apply for a web developer job at our local community college. And my husband was so down and out about you know, not having a job and putting in all of these applications and not getting any calls, he was like, I'm, you know, at that point you're pretty hard on yourself. So he was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to get this job. But he got called for an interview, and yeah, he did end up getting the job. So that is where he's currently working, and he loves it because he gets to do web design stuff and coding stuff, everything he's going to school for. And the reason that I say that that's a God thing is because we live in a small town, and jobs like that don't just come around all of the time. So God definitely heard our prayers and provided that job for him. I'm going to do some eyeshadow. So I love this Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. It locks your eyeshadow to your eyelids. So I get about a little dab like that. Put it all over the lid. And I use my sponge. Press it in. We went on our first family vacation in 2020. That was amazing. We went to North Carolina. Yes, North Carolina. I always get North and South confused. We went to North Carolina to visit family. My kids got to see the ocean for the first time, play in the sand for the first time. It was absolutely amazing. We all loved it. I got absolutely fried because I am a white pasty girl, and that North Carolina sun just ripped me apart. Even with applying sunscreen, it was the worst sunburn I have ever had in my life. It was horrible. All right, well, we're letting the eyeshadow primer kind of set in. I bought this new Physicians Formula matte butter bronzer. This is the new one. It says it's water resistant. Not that I will be testing that out anytime soon, but it says it's matte, which I like. I don't like my face to look glowy and shiny, and sometimes, but not all the time. I am a matte girl all the way. 2020. I can talk about 2021, my YouTube channel. I just love YouTube. So I really got encouraged in the beginning of 2020 to start my own YouTube channel. Was so excited about it, got everything set up, and it's hard to have a YouTube channel when you are a wife and you have 3 kids and you run your own business. It's hard to find time to record, and it's hard to find time to edit. I'm a perfectionist, so it takes a while for me to edit videos because I want each thing to be perfect on it to my liking. So it takes a while. I just got this EcoTools brush. EcoTools Retractable Face Brush. I really like this brush. It's small, compact, works really well. Do a little swirly swirl. Tap it off. So pretty. But yeah, it's not that I didn't enjoy my channel in 2020. It's a lot of work, and people don't realize that. You gotta take the time to film, you gotta take the time to edit, you gotta take the time to make a thumbnail, figure out sound for the video. Like, there's a whole lot of elements that go into it. Honestly, that's why I've fallen in love with it. Editing, I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. So yeah, I didn't post as much as I wanted in 2020, but that's okay. Going into now, 2021, I am hoping to post 1 video a week, typically on Fridays, 10 a.m. more than likely. Any other videos will pop up, you know, if I have any extra videos, will pop up throughout the week. But that is my goal for 2021. That is my goal. That's the plan. Upload once a week And I'm saying it out loud because usually if you say something to yourself, then it's not going to get done. If you like vlogs, beauty videos like this, cleaning videos, and just like lifestyle videos in general, that is the content of my channel. Now, I know I just said I don't like shiny things on my face, but I have discovered this Milani blush, and this is the Baked Powder Blush, and it is in, it's 01 Dulce Pink, probably butchering that. This is shiny, but it works as a blush and a highlighter, so it's a 2-for-1 for me. Coat this brush, and then I use that swipe, I put some on here, and I use that one swipe for both sides. Otherwise, it looks out of control, and it might still look out of control, but kind of put on the apples of my cheeks and then go up like where I would have my highlighter. See, you can see the shininess of it. And then after I put those two things on, I like to take, this is a tip I learned from Allie Glines here on YouTube. She's one of my makeup peeps that I watch. She kind of takes her sponge and like kind of melts it together. And at the end when I use setting spray really helps melt everything together too. Along with this retractable brush from EcoTools, I also purchased these eyeshadow brushes. They're double-ended, dual-ended, whatever you say. This one is a blend. This is for blending your eyeshadow. This is for smudging, if you're doing like a smoky look. This is to define, or you could probably even use it for eyeliner. And this is for shading. One thing I've learned about makeup tools is you can use them however you want. It doesn't have to be how it says on the brush. You can use it for anything. So I typically use this blend side for my eyeshadow. Now, I've been trying to get back into like colors in my eyeshadow. I'm a very typical browns. Like I feel like brown really makes my eyes pop, and I think that browns look best on me, but I am trying to branch out into some other colors. Now, with that being said, I have my Jaclyn Hill palette here that has lots of colors in it. I really like that palette. And I just recently purchased this Naked 2, it's an Urban Decay, Naked 2 Basics palette. Now, this is browns, but these browns to me are like the prettiest browns I've ever seen. This palette is right up my alley. Love it. I've only used it maybe once or twice, but I'm like, oh, I love you. I am wearing this this sweater today that my mom got me. So it has some orange, some pink, and some green on it. So that's kind of what I want to do for my makeup. My husband's chair is missing a wheel, so we are going to put a light color in the crease. Okay, hopefully this shot looks the same. This camera that I have, it's like the Sony Z1. I don't know, it's a content creator, like it's made for content creators. If it gets too hot, it just shuts off. It's so annoying. So for the crease, I think I'm going to use this Frisk color right here for the crease. So I dip into that. Woo. It is very powdery, very chalky, but it's amazing. My kids are at their grandma and grandpa's house, so I have free time to film without interruption, other than my camera turning off. There's that color. I'm a blending freak, so like to make sure everything is like, see how powdery it is, chalky. But that doesn't matter to me. As long as it applies good and blends out good, that is what matters. All right, so there is that in the crease. Blend it up a little bit more towards the eyebrow. Camera turned off again. All right, so you got the crease done. Now I want to do, we're gonna go into this color, Stark, and put that all over the lid. It's kind of like a base for the color that I'm about to put on. I think I'm definitely going to be using this color, which is called Creamsicle. Be using Creamsicle and probably a little bit of this color, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Diva. So I'll be using Creamsicle and Diva on the eyelids. A lot of times it's better for me to use my finger to first apply it and then go in with the brush and blend it out. That's just what works best for moi. And then I'm going to take that Diva color and I'm going to put it on the outside to try to darken the outer portions of my lid. Excuse me. So I'm going to use my pinky. That's Diva. I'm not a bold girl. I always joke with my husband that instead of naming my channel ItsMeBrennaB, I should have named it Basic Brenna. I'm pretty basic. So there is that. I kind of want to put a color in the middle for like a little bit of shine. So I think I'm going to use this color, which is Faint. I'm just going to press it all over the middle portion. And then, that's not the brush I want, this one. Blendy, blendy. Okay, I'm done trying to zoom the camera. If it looks weird, it keeps shutting off on me. All right. We're almost done, camera, I promise. We're gonna try these false lashes. These are by Kiss. And this is a clear lash glue and eyeliner in one, but it's clear. So I'm gonna put this on first, attempt to put on the lashes, and then put my eyeliner on over top of that to try to, like, I know there's a band. Now, the directions on here do say, apply to clean, dry eyelids, free of moisture or makeup. That doesn't make sense to me because every time I see someone put on false lashes, they put it on at the end. So I'm not following the directions. All right, I switched to my phone because the camera keeps shutting off and I'm getting super irritated. All right, here is the lash glue liner. And then these oh my gosh, I'm all out of sorts now. These eyelashes are called Cherish. I always poke myself in the eyeball. Oh no, I dropped it. Whew. Okay. Beautiful. I think I did it. Oh, did I do it? Wow, these feel weird. I have no idea if I did this right. It looks right. Wabam. Oh my gosh, these things feel so weird. But I love the look of false lashes. Guys, I can't get over it. I can't wait to see what my husband thinks. So, for eyeliner, I'm loving this Physicians Formula eyeliner. It is Eye Booster Waterproof Ultrafine Liquid Eyeliner. And this is the color Blackest Black. I love this stuff. So there is eyeliner. I have been using, I think it's Maybelline Snapscara. I always get waterproof because, you know, never know when a good cry is going to hit. Okay, well, I like the way these look. They definitely feel weird, but it's my first time wearing them, so of course they're going to feel weird. All right, this video kind of got away from me with my other camera dying like 3 or 4 times. But I think I hit all the points about 2020. Started off rough, was a rough year. God was good all up in there. Talked about my channel, my goals for 2021. Some lip glosses that I love. I have discovered these lip glosses from Essence. And what's the first one I got? Happiness in a Bottle. This was the first one I ever got. I love these because you can put them on, they put a little color to your lips, and then they just wear off very nicely. So you don't have anything like stuck in the cracks of your lips or anything like I do when I try lipstick. Along with my Urban Decay palette that I showed earlier, I recently bought these 3 shades on Ulta's website. It's Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. This color is Watch Me Do. It's like a purplish pinkish color. I have this color, which is For a Night Out, and it is like a pinkish nudish color. And then I just have what's this one? Oh, this one's called Behind the Scenes. It's just a clear gloss. So, but I did buy lipstick the other day. It's the Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lipsticks, and this is 020 in Nude Illuminator. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is literally the same color as my lips, except a little bit better and gives it a shine. So I'm going to put this on first. See, a little bit more color, some shine. Love it. All right, then I want to try this purplish pinkish color, the Watch Me Do, over top of it. It's got this little doe foot applicator, which I like. These smell so good. I just want to eat them. Last, we are going to use the E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Set. So I'm going to spray our face. And then after I spray it, I typically take my sponge, pat it in. Here is the finished look. I really like how this turned out with the orange and green eyeshadow. And of course, the new bronzer from Physicians Formula and the false eyelashes. Definitely weird. I'm gonna have to do a couple wear times to see if I really like them or not. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm really hopeful about 2021, and I'm looking forward to creating content for my channel and seeing how my channel grows. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.